stay in the groups of those guys and figure out what's going on. And then I lend a hand, of course, to support you in your development journey so I can test out all of your new cool software. Because if
Wow.
developers, they don't want to talk to you. They're not talkers. They're not the friendliest people.
With the
I
emerging
personally,
trends and
I'm with everything. So right now I'm geeked out with GPT chat. I
yeah.
have, you talk about really taking artificial intelligence. Now I've been in with artificial intelligence for about 10 years now.
Wow.
I started working on I was a beta tester for what we called back then Amy AI, which basically allowed my calendar to be booked properly. So Amy would
Yeah.
go back and forth with customers who sent me an email and they would book that appointment for me, which
That's
was
amazing.
back then 10 years ago. I was like, boom, this is amazing. Super duper powers over here. And then as we evolved, so I stayed in a mix, really testing a lot of the products on the back end, staying in the groups. You still want to, I say, hang with the hackers. You still want to hang with the hackers because you
Yeah.
don't ever want to lose it. Because I tell my husband all the time, he's like, hey, cool, you see this technology that came out? And I'm like, yeah, it's old. It came out Thursday. It's now on Tuesday. We got it. It's old. Something else was released. You got to get 4.0 like GPT chat. He's just getting on the bandwagon of that. And he's like, did you try it yet? I'm like, try it. I just used 4.0 today when it came out.
Yeah, me too.
And
The first
Google
day it came
released
out.
their own AI this morning. So
Yeah.
you go back to those things and you get people, they're like, oh my gosh, like, how do you keep up with these things? But you have to stay in the groups. I call it the college groups, the groups that
Yeah.
I was in with the developers, all the different, the white hats, the black hats. I stay in the groups of those guys and figure out what's going on. And then I lend a hand, of course, to support you in your development journey so I can test out all of your new cool software. Because if
Wow.
developers, they don't want to talk to you. They're not talkers. They're not the friendliest people. They don't
No,
want to, they're
no.
not fillers. In my IT department, I learned who they were as the personalities. And I
Yeah.
realized, wow, if I stay connected to them, I don't have to learn but so much. I could be a salesperson for this stuff and just learn the
Yeah.
technology itself as they develop it. So that's where
Yeah.
I position myself. And
Wow.
I stay ahead of all the latest and greatest technologies in which we use in our agency.
Yeah.